Hi everybody and welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So I figured while I've been kind of on this filming kick, I would film another video for you, and today I have the unfinished series that I have been like in the middle of, kind of thing like that, because I just did my completed series, might as well show you my other series. So I think when I filmed my video before my finished series, I had finished 58 or 57 series. Well, I'm in the middle of like 47. So that's fun. Yeah. So I'm going to share with you the series that are not completed on my bookshelf. A couple of them where I read like the first book and probably will not continue with the rest of the series. There's like 2 or 3 of those. I just kind of left them on my shelf because I don't even care about them at all. Or there's one series I know that I read like books 6 and 7 or something like that, but I didn't have any intention of looking for the rest of them because it was like a series that I didn't realize was a series when I bought it, and then like it was written back in like the 80s or something like that, so like the beginning books are really hard to come by, so I'm not even going to try. So that one's left behind. Yeah, before this video gets really long, I'm going to show you my unfinished series. So the first series I'm going to show you is the series by Debbie Macomber. I'm blanking on what it's called now. I think they're the Beaker Street novels or something. Forgetting. Blossom Street novels. I'm not reading the series in order. I've read at least like 4 of them in this series. They're just kind of companion novels. They're not really like, they don't follow the same character all the way through, so I'm just kind of grabbing them as I find them, but I know I didn't read them all yet, so this is incomplete at the moment. The Beautiful Disaster like series, I've read this one, Beautiful Wedding, but I still need to read Walking Disaster, and eventually I do want to pick up the spin-off just because those covers are gorgeous. This is a new one that I didn't realize was unfinished until just recently, and that is like the Daughters of Rome / like the Mistress of Rome series. There's one more book that she just released. I don't know if that's going to be the end of them or what. These are also companion novels and not, they don't follow one character all the way through. I have the Jackie Collins, Lucky Santangelo series to finish. I'm reading the series backwards. This just happens to be the first one that's on top. This is the prequel novel. I still have book 1 and 2 to read, so that'll happen at some point this summer. Now, this one I am torn about big time, and I don't know if I'm going to get hate for this, but No One Else Can Have You by Kathleen Hale. I do not agree with what she did whatsoever. I know this is kind of old news, so if you need me to explain it, I will let you know down below. I wasn't sure if the sequel was going to come out, like it was intended to, but I just saw it the other day on Goodreads, and it has a cover now. So I'm kind of torn. I kind of want to read it because I loved this book. I gave it 5 stars, but I'm so torn. I'm so torn. I don't know what to do. I have Slide by Jill Hathaway. I just need to get Imposter. I've had it in my thrift books like wish list forever. It's like $3. I do not know why I'm not just sucking it up and getting it, but I need to so I can finally finish this duology. I have Cinder by Marissa Meyer. I just need to read Winter. Can't finish the series without Winter, and Winter's not out yet, so that's why it's uncompleted. I have Get Even by Gretchen McNeil. This is a duology. The sequel just came out called Get Dirty. Getting my hands on it very soon. Hint towards a future haul. I have Welcome to the Dark House by Lori Faria Stellares. The sequel to this duology, I think it's going to be a duology, comes out this month. Pre-ordered, gonna happen. I have the Graceling series by Kristen Shore. I've only read Graceling. Really want to get my hands on the companion like the companion books Fire and Bitter Blue, but I just haven't yet, and which is weird because I actually really enjoyed this one, but still haven't picked them up yet. The High Society series by Allie Carter. Not really wanting to continue the series, but if I could get them, I will. I came very close to buying the sequel at Books A Million, but it was paperback, so I decided not to. But eventually, if I can find them cheap enough, I will continue. Now, this is one of the very first books I ever reviewed on my channel, like 3 years ago. And that was Bells by Jen Kalanita. I still need the second and the third book. Again, not in a huge rush to get them. If I get them, I get them. If not, it's fine being by itself. Another book that I still need to finish, Cruel. This is back when, like, this was the cover. Now it's, like, blue and stuff. I just need to read the third book, and then I'm done. The Nightmare Affair by Mindy Arnett. I just need to read the sequel, and then the third book I think comes out later this year. The Rush series by Maya Banks Out Breathless trilogy. I own Fever. For some reason, I just haven't gotten to pick it up yet. So, not Fever. Burn. I think that's what it's called. Whatever it is, I just need to read that one, and this trilogy is done. The Diviners by Libba Bray. The sequel, I think, is coming out very, very soon, so technically that's why this one's not finished as well, because it hasn't been released yet. The Awakened trilogy by Katie Katsubinski. The third book is out, but for some reason, it's only out in ebook. So I'm waiting until someone finally releases it in paperback, because I've read the first one. The second one I read because I won it on a Goodreads giveaway. Just need the third one. If I Were You by Lisa Renee Jones. I've read the first two books. It was supposed to be a trilogy, but then now it's like a 6-book series or something like that, so I just need to pick those up. The Blessed trilogy by Tanya Hurley. I think they re-released this with a different name. It might be like The Saints or something like that. I don't remember. I've read this one, Impassionaries, which is book 2. Book 3 gets released at some point this year. Mila 2.0 by Deborah Drizza. I've only read this one. I know the sequel's out, and I think the third one comes out either this year or next year. So that's that. The Lost Code by Kevin Emerson. I have almost bought the sequel like 50,000 times on Book Outlet, and I just haven't because I don't really like the first book. So we'll see if this one ever gets finished. The Carrier of the Mark trilogy by Lee Fallon. Love the first 2 books. I don't know when the third book is coming out. It's got a title. I don't know what's going on with it. The Beneath the Glitter trilogy by Elle and Blair Fowler. I've read the first 2 books. Whereas book 3, I have no idea. Don't know what's happening. The Ward by Jordana Frankel. I think there was rumor that there's supposed to be a second book to this. Haven't heard anything about it. Don't know what's happening. We'll see. Dangerous Creatures by Kimmy Garcia Margasol. This is the spin-off series to the Castor Chronicles, Beautiful Creature series. The sequel just came out. I meant to order it in my last haul, and I forgot, so I don't know what's happening there. The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith. I've only read this one. I haven't even picked up the second book, so yeah. The White Queen series, the Cousins Ward series by Philippa Gregory. I've only read this one and the Red Queen. Still have to read the others. I own like the next 3 books, so hopefully that means something. The Nevermore trilogy by Kelly Craig. I've read the first 2 books. Book 3 is supposed to come out this month or something around now, so hopefully I'm probably going to wait till about my birthday, so October, to pick it up because it's Edgar Allan Poe themed, so might as well read it around Halloween. Hi, Bella. She hasn't been in one of my videos in a long time. The Eye of Mine series by James Dashner. I've only read this one. I haven't picked up the sequel yet. The Crossfire series by Sylvia Day. I've read the first 3, so I've read like the initial trilogy, but I haven't picked up the rest, so I kind of don't count this as like finished. The Last Princess series by Galaxy Craze. I believe the sequel just came out this month, or it's coming out at some point this year. It finally has a cover, so we're moving on. Winger, I think it's supposed to be a duology. Don't really want to read it, but if I could get it cheap enough, I might. The Rush series, I believe it's supposed to be a series because it says book 1. I've only read this one. It's by Eva Silver. Wasn't crazy about it, but if I could get it cheap enough, who knows. The Winter's Curse by Marie Rutkowski. I've only read this one. Haven't gotten Winter's Crime yet. Born Wicked by Jessica Spotswood. I haven't picked up the other 2 books, which is funny because the second one has also been in my thrift books wish list for a really long time. It's been like in stock, just haven't bought it. On Dublin Street series by Samantha Young. I think it's got an actual official series name. I've only read this one. I would love to continue, but with new adult novels, they're really expensive and they're really kind of hard to come by cheap, so who knows what's going to happen. Which is crazy because I loved this one. Picture Perfect by Janice Thompson. This is like, it's Weddings by Design. I forgot. I think there's like 4 books. I picked this up not even realizing it was a series. So like if I could pick up the other ones, I will. But I'm not going to go out looking for them on purpose. I think I got this book for, $1 or 50 cents. So we'll see. I have the Partials trilogy by some guy, Dan Wells. I own book 2 and 3, so I have to just read them, and I just haven't yet. Probably might marathon them if it's doable. Renegade by J.A. Souders. I've read the first 2 books. Book 3 comes out next year, I think. This is Shameful, but The Red Pyramid by Rick Riordan. I've only read this one. Haven't picked up the other 2 yet. The Kingdom Keepers series by Ridley Pearson. I would love to get into these books, but for some reason I couldn't really get into this one, so I'm kind of hesitant towards picking up the rest of the series. The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. Obviously this is book 1. Book 2 just came out. Hint, also possibly in a future haul. The Dorothy Must Die series by Daniel Page. Also, the drama that went on with this publishing company. I'm torn at buying book 2. Really want to buy it, but kind of waiting for it to go really cheap. The Aragon series by Christopher Paolini. I've only read this one. I own book 2 and 3, not book 4. But I'm scared because if you just watched my last video, this book really bored me to tears and was really sad because I was looking forward to this majorly, but maybe eventually I'll give the rest of the series a chance. The Arcadia Awakens trilogy by Kai Myers. I own book 2 and 3. Haven't read them yet. Didn't really like this one, so we'll see when that happens. I Hunt Killers by Barry Lyga. I've only read this book. I haven't read the last 2. I liked this book a lot, so I don't know why I haven't gotten to the other 2 yet. And the last book I have to show you is Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevre. Also really enjoyed this book. Don't know why I haven't gotten to the other 2, but eventually I will finish the series as well. So that was a long-winded video. 47 series-ish, give or take, of unfinished series. If there's any series here that you really